Breaking. Welcome to today's news. Here is the headlines. Southeast lawmakers join calls to Tinubu to immediately release Nnamdi Kanu. Southeast lawmakers join calls to Tinubu to immediately release Nnamdi Kanu. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news, and please do ensure you like, subscribe and share. The lawmakers, in a statement released to journalists in Okal on Saturday, said the release of Kanu would separate genuine agitators from criminals and kidnappers, as well as those insecurity in the southeast. Members of the Labour Party LP caucus in the southeast, houses of assembly, have called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Kanu has been in DSS detention since 2021 following his extradition from Kenya. The lawmakers, in a statement released to journalists in Okal on Saturday, said the release of Kanu would separate genuine agitators from criminals and kidnappers, as well as those insecurity in the southeast. The lawmakers stated that Kanu's prolonged detention was emboldening criminal elements posing as agitators to engage in unlawful activities. The communique was jointly signed by the 11 lawmakers from Southeast: Jude Umenajiego, Kingsley Udemezwe, Chidima Umbachu, Nkechi Odbuefi, Justice Azuka, Harrison Ogara, Eze Gabriel, Malachi Onyechi, Raymond Ogo, Fred Ezenwa, and Osita Loko. The communique was issued after their meeting of members of the caucus on July 10, 2024. The statement read, "We therefore lend our voices in appealing to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to, as a matter of urgency, release Nnamdi Kanu so as to douse the current insecurity ravaging the southeast zone. This insecurity has grounded the economy of the region and has occasioned the unprecedented loss of human lives as well as the destruction of property. His release will act as a healing balm to the region and also encourage the feeling of oneness as a nation. Furthermore, it will separate genuine agitators from criminals in the business of kidnapping." The lawmakers also appealed to the Southeast governors and their counterparts across the country to work towards granting full financial autonomy to the state houses of assembly in accordance with the Constitution and the principles of separation of powers. Granting full autonomy to state houses of assembly will go a long way in ensuring more robust assemblies, thereby enhancing their functionalities in the area of lawmaking, oversight, and other attendant legislative duties. The statement continued, following the example of the federal government, full financial autonomy will deepen democracy in the state and ensure more quality and effective representation. That the federal government should ensure the quick resolution of the current minimum wage impasse between the government, organized private sector, and labor unions. With the current economic reality and astronomical increment in the prices of goods and services, it would be wrong for the government not to hearken to the voice of the NLC, TUC will represent the voice of the suffering masses. Nigerians are in agony on account of the current harsh economic situation, and the worst it appears to be the workers, whose income is obviously not enough under the current situation. We abhor the recent hastily incarceration of Honorable Bright in Ghana, who is a candidate in a rerun election in Enugu State, whose prison sentence seemed to be politically motivated. We call on the National Judicial Council to look into the case and ensure that justice is done. To my dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news.